Hey guys, welcome back to Sip and Dip with Chelsea. For today's video, I wanted to try out a new design. So I am calling this the Waterfall Glitter Design with only dip powder. Today's video is sponsored by Double Dip, so major shout out to them. Thank you so much for sponsoring today's video. I will be using their products today to achieve this look. So let's go dive in. So Double Dip sent me over their new July glitter collection. That is what y'all are looking at right here. They are all so stunning, and I am very proud of myself for going for yellow instead of pink. So my nails are already prepped and ready, and I do have peel base on. I've been getting a lot of questions about what that shininess on my nails, so that is peel base. It lets me pop off my dip powder every couple days instead of soaking in acetone. So to start, I'm going to be using Soft White. This is a beautiful milky white shade, and then also Double Dip's base liquid. I'm going to do a full layer of the base liquid on my entire nail and then pour the white over top. This is going to give me a base shade, a full even coverage, especially underneath my glitter. This is going to help the glitter color really pop. So I decided to pour over just to help keep my layers from getting too thick on my nails. I feel like you could go about this design 100 trillion different ways, along with anything when it comes to DIY nails. Honestly, y'all, I was just feeling inspired. I wanted to try something like this out, and this is just the way that it made sense in my head. So if you don't agree with something that I'm doing, it's totally okay if you want to try it a different way. There is no wrong answer to doing nails, especially the DIY world, but I felt like this way just made sense in my head to have one even layer on my nail first before going in for this design. It dries pretty quickly, so I'm just going to scrub off all of the excess powder with a stiff scrub brush. So I'm going to be doing some freehand color block. Think abstract. We're going to paint with our base liquid brush. So I'm going to start by doing some swirls on each side and leaving a little gap down the center, sort of like a waterfall, if you will, for the glitter. The reason I'm doing this is that so I can have that opacity of the white on the sides, but still not too thick down the center. So I've got a teeny tiny bit of liquid on my brush right now, and I'm just going to do some swirls. It doesn't have to be perfect. This is totally just a Bob Ross moment. Whatever looks natural for you on your own nails. I'm just making sure I'm covering that whole side. And then I'm going to come up here and outline around my cuticle area and do the same little abstract swirl look. Once I'm happy with it, then I pour the white powder over top, and I followed these same steps for all of my other nails. The reason that I wanted to leave a little bit of a gap down the center was so that it didn't get too bulky right there, because chunky glitter can unfortunately make your nails a little bit on the thick side. So that's why I decided to leave this waterfall down in the center, but I still wanted to have white underneath the glitter so that the glitter would really pop. Also, what I love about swirls, if you've ever been intimidated with doing your nails or trying to attempt any sort of design with harsh lines, this is a really great idea for you. You don't have to be perfect. You can do it any way that feels natural for you on your nails, and you will see when I start to do the glitter, I don't follow any clear path. I just place the liquid wherever it looks natural on my nail. And speaking of things that I love, Double Dip also let me know that you can add this July collection to a build your own dip powder kit, which I thought was really awesome. A lot of companies have their mainline colors, but Double Dip let me know that they will also be letting y'all add this Glitter July collection to a build your own dip kit. Now for the fun part. This is Aurora, and she is stunning. I am so obsessed, so much so that I didn't grab pink. So I'm going to follow this little trail down the center of my nail, but like I mentioned, I am not trying to be perfect with this. I actually want some of it to overlap on the white. Then I lay my nail flat into the glitter, just pressing it down, making sure I don't have any glitter pieces sticking up, any big pieces overlapping on top of each other, and that is it. It does not have to be perfect. Actually, quite the opposite. I want to make sure that I do make this line not perfect so that it does look like a waterfall. Now I'm just going to pull off any excess pieces right here on the side, push everything down. If there's any on top of each other, then I remove them so that it doesn't get too bulky and that they're not standing up. I just push everything down again, making sure everything is laying flat, and then I move on to my next finger. It is so fast and so easy. I thought it would be the perfect glitter design to share with y'all. I cannot wait to hear what y'all think about it. I've never tried anything like this before, so hey, why not now? I always feel like I get a little better with each nail, and honestly, my thumb ended up being my favorite. She is living her best life. You will see I got all of the chunky glitter pieces on this fingernail, and it's my favorite nail. I know we all have one with every manicure, and Miss Thumb takes the cake. Once it's dry, I'm just going to dust off all of the excess glitter and then clear encapsulate. So I'm going to use my base liquid and paint an even layer across my entire nail and then dip into the clear dip powder. So what I noticed after one layer of clear was that it really wasn't enough coverage on top of the glitter. I could still see some of the ridges of the glitter. I felt like they were standing up a little bit. So what can happen sometimes with that is if you do just one layer of clear or just one layer of anything, whether that be gel base or builder gel, if you can still see some ridges of the glitter underneath it, when you go to file, shape, and buff, you could possibly run the risk of filing off some of the glitter color and turning the glitter pieces silver. So while this next step is totally optional, I did want to be honest with y'all and upfront and let you know that after this layer of clear, I do one more layer of clear on top. That's going to give me a more even surface, and it's going to give me some buffer room when I go to file and shape so that I don't accidentally file through some of that color. So I'm going to show you here at an angle. You can see these ridges that I'm talking about. I can see the bumps and lumps, and I want to make sure when I go to file and shape that I have more protection on top of that glitter and an even surface so I can really make them nice and smooth again. So totally optional. If you are at this step and you think you have enough coverage, you do not have to do another layer of clear, but I'm going to go do one more off camera and then we can activate. All right, so I'm all done with my clear. I'm gonna do a layer of activator across all of the nails and really saturate them, make sure it gets all the way through all of that product, and wait 2 minutes, and I will file, shape, and buff and see y'all in just a sec. All right, I am all done. I got these babies into shape. So now we're gonna do another layer of our activator across all of the nails and then let that dry again for 2 minutes before top coat. After 2 minutes have passed, I use a dry napkin to rub it across my entire nail. That's just to make sure that I don't have any leftover activator residue. Now with my top coat, I'm going to do 3 quick strokes on the nail and then wipe it off on a napkin every single time before returning it back to the bottle. So after I'm done with the first layer and it's dry, I go in for that second layer. So unfortunately, it didn't film on my pointer finger and my middle, so this is actually my second layer and it's just starting on my ring finger. But I do 2 layers of the top coat across all of the nails. All right, y'all, we are done. My top coat is dry. I have cuticle oil on, and I am so happy with how this turned out. Honestly, I sat down at my desk and I did not know what I was gonna film today, and these just came to me. I didn't know how I was gonna do it. This is the first try, my first attempt. I've never done anything like that before, and I just let the colors and products just kind of do their thing today. Do y'all ever do that? Do you let the colors just speak to you and just whatever happens, happens? Anyways, thank you so much, Double Dip, for sending me over this beautiful collection. I had so much fun getting to be creative today, and thank y'all for coming and hanging out with me. I hope you have an amazing weekend, and I will see you in the next video.